Welcome to another episode of Regional Italian Cuisine. Of course, my name is Caterina Borsato, and on this program we are travelling to the wonderful region in southern Italy called Puglia. Of course, Puglia forms part of the heel of the boot of Italy. It is bounded by the Adriatic Sea to the east, the Ionian Sea to the southeast, of course, the Gulf of Taranto. This is an area which, of course, has beautiful, long, hot summers, very mild winters, and that characterises a lot of the landscape. So it is very well known for its vegetables, for its olive oil production, obviously wine, but also a lot of the seafood. Il pane di Altamura, the famous burrata. This is an area that actually has been promoting a lot of their local products to the foreign markets. And on that note, I had the opportunity to travel to this area to visit the family Varvaglione, who have a very, very beautiful vineyard in this part of the world and some very important wines. So we're going to meet with Marzia, who is, of course, the new generation, daughter of Cosimo and Maria Teresa, who are currently running the vineyard. And she's here to, I guess, tell everybody about the wonderful products of her family. A lot of viewers, let me welcome, of course, the delightful and Amazonic Marzia Varvaglione. Grazie. Benvenuta.
Thank you.
Isn't she just stunning? This is a girl from Puglia. Now, tell me a little bit about your family history, because, of course, the vineyard is run by your father and your mother, Cosimo and Maria Teresa.
Yeah,
but
correct.
tell me a bit about the history.
So Caterina, basically after the Second World War, my grandfather started to build the plant.
Yes.
And we started to sell the wine to the force, to the army after the Second World War.
The army,
so,
okay.
Yeah, that's how we start to sell, start our business also to the final consumer. But today is my father and my mother who actually run the business, and both of them are the responsible for our internationalization process.
So your father is the viticulturist, but your mother's the PR guru. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Of which you've got a lot of her talent, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, he also winemaker. So all the wines that we drink are made by him together with our winemaker. And said my mother, she's the one who actually started to export our wines around the world.
Allora Marzia, tell me, what are the grape types that are indigenous to the area of Puglia?
So the indigenous grape from Puglia are the Negro Amaro, is a red grape.
Yes.
Malvasia is a white grape. And in the end we got the Primitivo, that's the indigenous grape from Puglia, but is also one of the most famous and well known around the world.
Which is known, of course, as Zinfandel, and of course widely planted in California. So how ironic that it should be there in Italy.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, it was bringing into Puglia from Croatian, so from the Fanis and Illyria as well.
Right.
So it is a very, very ancient story.
Right, isn't that wonderful? And of course, the great things, I guess, about the wines of Puglia, because it gets very hot down there, doesn't it?
Oh my God, he's like 40 in summertime, so it's very, very hot. And sorry.
And I was going to say, and Primitivo, meaning primitivo, which is from the Latin word, of course, meaning early ripening. So you are able to pick early, is that correct?
Yeah, actually he's the first red grape who used to harvest, because Primitivo would be the first, and then we proceed with the Negro Amaro, and we add all the others red grapes.
Right. So, and of course, there's also a really lovely story with one of your wines, which is, of course, is Papale.
Yeah.
There is a story relative to Pope Benedict, is that correct?
Yeah. The piece of land where Papale today grows was called Contrada Papale. Contrada Papale, the Contrada is like the piece of land, like the plot of land, correct. And the name Papale was named after the Pope Benedict XIII, that in 1724 was like nominated like the first Pope from Puglia, so where the name came.
Wow, isn't that amazing? So they grew a lot of the grapes for the church, in other words.
Yes, and we always know that, especially in ancient time, all the best places, so all the best piece of land were given to the Pope and to the church.
Of course.
How
ironic once again. All right, so let me ask you a little about how you've actually brought it out to the foreign markets, because this is another big thing. It's one thing being drunk in Italy, but of course now Primitivo, Negro Amaro are really big out in the foreign markets, yes?
Yeah, we export all our wines around the world in 40 different countries.
40?
40, yeah, we are growing so fast.
Yeah.
And Australia is becoming a very big market for the Primitivo especially, but also maybe for the combination with the other grapes from Australia, from the Barossa Valley and from the McLaren Valley.
Yes, because you have to actually say, so Primitivo is quite a dark red grape, correct?
Yeah.
It's got thick skins, is that right?
Skins.
And it's inky. It's really, really
correct.
inky.
It has a very full body, it's very powerful wine with a very full body wine, red wine.
And I guess it's nearly comparable to the wines of Barossa, which is why Australia will love it so much. Negro Amaro, on the other hand, is a much more tannic wine. Is that correct?
It's tannic and with Negro Amaro actually means dark and dark. It means very dark color and very powerful flavor.
Yeah, Amaro, in fact, being bitter, so it's dark with very earthy flavors from what I remember as the wine. Malvasia, on the other hand.
Malvasia is a white grape and it's getting more popular because it's close to the Gewürztraminer from northern Italy. It's a very amazing aromatic grape, perfect for aperitif, and it's very suitable with a lot of different kind of food.
Right. Oh, isn't she just stunning, this girl? Of course, Marti, one thing we have to say that you cannot talk about wine unless you talk about the food of Puglia. And of course, Puglia has become a really quite amazing space for food production. 800 kilometers of coastline. So that says to me seafood, yes?
Oh my God, yes. You can find a lot of different seafood, but not only, because we make also pasta like orecchiette made with vegetables.
Yes.
But as you said, seafood. We got some oyster typical from Taranto, but we also have clam, but cozze. You cannot miss
cozze mussels.
Oh my God, I love them.
Yeah.
So I would like to introduce you one very famous chef who will cook for you a special dish, riso, patate e cozze.
Of course. And his name, of course, is
Salvatore Carlucci.
And the one thing that is very special about this man is that he has attained a Michelin star.
Michelin star just back in our backyard. It's just 5 minutes far from our winery.
Oh, great.